At the same, my name is ESIKOKUI. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new video for you today. I am going to be talking about award shows, as you can see in the title, and what has gone wrong with them. But before we really get into it, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that jazz. Let's really get into this video. So I actually had a whole other video planned, but then I was watching the BET Hip Hop Awards last night, honestly, and I was like, yeah, this is on my heart and this is what I need to talk about, because so as we know, award shows are not like how they used to be. We all know that. We don't have the same sense of longing to watch award shows, if that was your thing. I know not everybody likes award shows. I don't know maybe then why you're watching this, but you may also want to hear what I have to say. I understand, like, as we grow, as time goes on, things have to change, but I am such a big lover of award shows. Still to this day, despite them being different, despite me not really liking the award show or feeling fulfilled after it, I still make a big deal about it. If you haven't seen my VMAs reaction, please go watch it, because I act like the award shows are the same from back in the day. I don't care. I take in what I'm getting, you know? But even though it's not the same and we have to evolve as we are going, I just feel like it could still be so much better. It's not hitting the same way it used to. It's not. And like I said, I'm not saying it has to be back in the day, but there are elements from back in the day that would help award shows today. My first thing is there's no big moments. There's no big moments anymore. That's always what had people talking after it. And I know we definitely had a moment this year at, what award show was that? Was that the Oscars? Yeah, the Academy Awards. That happened, you know, with Will Smith. And we definitely had that moment, okay? I won't deny that. But that is one out of how many award shows actually happen in a year. I understand. The moments were sometimes controversial moments, but sometimes they were staged. Sometimes they were, like, I don't know, they were funny. Those things that, like, you just were like, oh my gosh, wow. Remember when Christina Aguilera called out Eminem? Like, remember when, like, even though that was a little bit of drama, it still wasn't that big of a thing, but it was a moment that I can remember to this day. You know, it's little moments, and I feel like it's because people aren't being honest anymore. You would get a prompter, you would get what you needed to say, but no one's adding anything more to what the prompter's saying. Everybody is so scared because this is a very sensitive time. You know, things are a little more, like, you gotta really be careful what you say, because, you know, you will get ripped a new one. I understand why it's not happening, but I'm just saying those are the moments that are stopping award shows from being what they usually used to be like. And then on top of the controversial, like at the VMAs this year, Bad Bunny, he kissed one of his dancers, and that you could say is a moment. And people were definitely talking about that. But I don't think someone kissing the same sex, I don't think someone kissing the same sex should be a controversial moment. Like, that is just what it is, you know, that's okay. That's good. Maybe the moment is that he kissed someone on stage. That's what the moment should be. And yeah, we could still have those, like, kissing moments, and we still talk about them. But I think with situations like that, you'll have other, like, straight women kiss another straight woman, and then it's like, ooh, it's a big deal. And that was it from back in the day. But I'm just saying today, like, if you're trying to do things from the old days, that's not it. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for, like, people to be loose and be free and just, you know, enjoy. You're at a big party. Yes, the world is watching, but like you're at a big party. And so I'd be having the time of my life if I was there. I don't know. That's just me, but I would be having the time of my life. And then performances. Oh gosh, performances. So we're getting, you know, we're in a social media age. So a lot of these people are becoming famous through TikTok, which is not a problem. We need different platforms to put different people in the eyes of different producers and managers and all that, because we never had that before. And it's great that like someone that you may not have gotten if we did not have social media is able to have that platform now. If they deserve it though, you know, not everybody deserves it. Regardless, we are getting a lot of artists from TikTok. The only thing about that is you have them perform at these award shows. Not everybody's on social media. Not everybody knows these songs. Yeah, no, not everybody knows them. So if you are a new performer, you're famous off of TikTok, you gotta have some stage presence. There is no stage presence with these people anymore. No one gives a show. Like, no one is really giving a show. Dancers aren't flipping all over the place. You're not moving from side to side, down the middle. Like, you're not coming from the stands. Like, those are moments that I miss. If I didn't know who you were, but you were giving a show, I would damn sure go and listen to your music. There were artists that I did not know at the BET Hip Hop Awards, and I was like, I'm okay. I don't need to search them up, because it was just that. There was no stage presence. There wasn't a show. You were given this 5-minute performance to do what you want. I would put my all into it, because that could be your last performance. Who knows? I know I'm speaking from like privilege. I'm not in their shoes. I'm not seeing or what they're seeing. I'm not going through what they're going through. But this is just, if you are listening to the people that are the audience and that are watching you and what they want to see, and that's how you stay relevant. I think it's a very popcorn-esque culture. You're in there, you're just doing what you can to float by, and then you're out. We're not talking about you 2-3 years from now. You have to stay relevant. If you got your status from TikTok, then it's like, okay, you didn't have artist development before. Now let's focus on artist development. And that's why I loved old award shows, because I feel like artists from back in the day just worked so hard at their craft. They knew what they were doing. They loved what they were doing, and they were taking it in. They were having the time of their lives. I feel like it goes back to the sensitivity and being so focused on being perfect. No, let the mistakes happen, but like make them a part of your performance. And that also goes back to the fact of like, you're being so perfect, you're not letting people in. So we don't know all these new people. It's not interesting to us because we don't know these new people. And even the people that we do know, I feel like they're so focused on being perfect as well, or trying to keep up the image they've kept up for so long. And I'm not saying that you have to ruin your image. I'm just saying, be you. Everybody just needs to be them. Everybody just needs to be them, okay? And red carpets. Yeah, that's where your personality can shine, where it can really come through who you are, what you're doing, all of the stuff that you're getting into, concerts, all that stuff. Talk about that. Be personable. Like, I'm sure you are a really nice person. I'm sure you have great traits about you. You're fun, you're bubbly, all that stuff. But we get in front of the camera and we're like, ugh. And I'm not saying like I would know what to do either. I'm not saying that I would either, but it's like, it's training, it's more time. Like, give yourself that time to really develop as an artist and know what you're going to say. If you know what you're going to say already to the type of questions they're going to ask, then all you got to do is put your personality behind it. Practice that, I guess. But we don't get personality anymore. That's really what's lacking. We don't get personality anymore. And it all also goes back to TV. TV is kind of dying. We're all on these apps. Everything is streamable. Nobody has cable anymore. Yeah, it's not the same. TV is kind of dying, and award show viewership is going down because of that. I understand that. That's something that cannot change. But I would say there's a way to change that. I think definitely promotion has to be better. I barely saw commercials for the BET Hip Hop Awards until the week of. You know, I know that the VMAs are coming because I look out for those things. Or like I know when award shows are going to be because I look out for that. The Emmys, I didn't even know that was happening till the day of. Like, there's no promotion for these things anymore. And if we're so much into social media age, then we need to utilize that. There needs to be ads coming up on my Instagram about these things. I maybe saw a VMAs one because I searched it, and you know they be watching you. But if you're not watching it, like, how are people going to know? A lot of people like knowing that their favorite show got an award or whatever, not just through social media. They may want to watch it. So it's like, they're not utilizing social media in the right way. And if it's going to be on apps, if everything is apps driven, then we need to make it a big deal, like, hey, it's going to be streamed on Hulu, or it's going to be streamed on this. Make sure to watch it on here, not the next day, because nobody's going to watch it the next day because everybody else has ruined what has happened. Only like really dedicated award show watchers will watch it the next day. But if you're saying it's going to be streamed at this time on Hulu, yeah, I'm going to sit down and watch it. Like, tons of people stream Coachella or Rolling Loud if it's going to be streamed. You just gotta let people know. You gotta let people know. And even with the performances, I would say old performers, like, oh goodness, at the BET Hip Hop Awards yesterday, there was a whole section of like old songs and, you know, old school performers performing, and they did great. That was the best part of the whole thing. It really was, because they know how to have stage presence and their songs were hitting. That's also another thing. Your song gotta hit. Your song gotta hit. But their songs were hitting. The performances were great. I wasn't getting that same energy for the new songs. It doesn't matter how old a song has been. If your song got that zhoosh to it, then it could rock no matter how long it's been out. So I've talked a lot. I've given some solutions on what could change, but I think one of the biggest things are music television shows. We took all of those out. We took 106 and Park out. We took TRL out. We took out all the good music shows. I grew up in a very strict African household. We weren't always listening to, you know, rap this and R&B this. We listened to whatever was on the radio, 102.9 KBLX. That is what I was listening to growing up. But then I would get to go home and I'd get my hour or two of television and I would watch MTV. And I saw music videos. There's no music videos on MTV anymore. I would go and watch 106 and Park after I got home and I finished my homework. There was a top 10. I knew what the top 10 songs were every single day because I was listening. I was watching. I knew what the music was. People don't know what the music is because it's not being put out there. And that goes back to the popcorn society we're in right now. Like, everything is so, you get it, you don't digest it, you're expecting your artist to put out another song. Wait. wait. You don't even know about all the other, like, other songs, or they haven't even given a music video. People don't, oh my gosh, there's so much I could talk about that is wrong. The rollouts with artists are not the same. Even older artists, the rollout is not great. It's not great, which is making you not excited for these music award shows, at least. Like, even movie award shows, oh my gosh. The rollout for movies is not the same anymore, but I could do another video on that. The rollout for music is not the same, and it's not great. it's not. I haven't even listened to Drake's last album fully. I haven't listened to certain new songs and albums that have come out because it's just so much. It's so much and no one got to digest it. The only reason why I know so many rap songs from like maybe 2006 to 2013 is because of the fact that there was time. You heard like almost every song before the next album came out. It was a great time. Now you barely hear 1 or 2 singles. You barely see any music videos. All of that. I think that adds to why award shows aren't that like, I want to see my favorite artist win an award. You don't care that much. When you heard Lemonade for the first time and you listened to it over and over and over again, you heard it everywhere that you went, of course, you're like, Lemonade needs to win this award. Lemonade needs to win this and that and that and that. I'm not looking at anything else because Lemonade was that. You got to digest the whole album. Nobody's digesting anything. So you're not feeling that strong about them winning and you're not watching the award show. So bring music shows back. Hey, let me be a host. I could do it. I could be the next Lala. I love Lala. And yeah, I feel like that would be the biggest thing. As also I mentioned, like, utilize social media, utilize promoting and marketing. Marketing has to be so much better. It's not. It really isn't. It's not in our faces in the way that it used to be. And I know not everybody's into celebrity culture in that way. You choose what you want to engage in. So at least if it's in your face, then people can make a choice if they want to tune in or not. I think award shows can go back to the way that it was, or at least it could be better. We just have to be intentional about how we're receiving the artist, but that's on the artist. Like, there's only so much. There's so much in our lives that we're going through, we're dealing with, and when, like, nobody always wants to go out and find a song. Sometimes you want the songs to find you, and that is how I feel like back in the day was greater and produced greater results through everything than it is now. We're not digesting, we're not experiencing all of our artists in the way that we should be. So that is how I feel. Let me know how you guys feel. What is missing from award shows? What can be better? What can we do to make this experience better? Like I said, I'm going to continue watching them and act like this is the best thing on the planet. But I really want to feel at the end of it that this was the best thing on the planet. So yeah, let me know how you feel as you're commenting. Also like this video and share it out so we can really have a conversation about what is going on. All right, you guys, I will see you next week for a new video. Bye-bye.